Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hockey fans of all ages, hello, and welcome into the Rockland Ice Rink for today's South Shore League battle. It is the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club and the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Pleased to be joined alongside tonight by none other than Tony Patetti. Tony, you're very familiar with the West East Bridgewater Hockey Collective. Your son, in fact, is the top line center. He leads the team in points. What can we expect to see from the Bridgewaters tonight?
Hey, Matt, thanks for having me. I think you're going to see a very competitive game out of them. They've been 5-2 in their last 7 games after starting off really, really slow at 0-5-1. And I think you'll see a different team tonight than you saw against Abington when they played at BIA a few weeks back.
Well, let's meet the lines. First for the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club, Anthony Patetti is the top line center. Sean Noonan and Jeff Young are his wings. Luke Perry is centering the second line. Brett Peterson and Kyle McDonald are the wingers there. Christian Bates is the third line center. Tyler Henderson and Randy Pratt are the wingers there. Jack Pimentel is centering the fourth line. Bryce Layton and Casey Fortier are the wings. Brody Doucette is an extra wing tonight. The defensive pair, Sam Hall is with Aiden Baldner, Evan Brew is with Matt Martineau, and Caleb Silva is paired with Evan Reed. The starting goaltender for West East Bridgewater is Braden Bates, who has 5 wins on the season, a 3.76 goals against average, a save percentage of .883. Now for the Green Wave. Evan St. Martin is still on the shelf, so Jay Quinn is the top line center tonight. Hunter Grafton, Kevin Cashman are his wingers. Colin Crocker is the second line center. Declan McCarthy and Mikey Johnson are the wings. Cam Pino is the third line center. Jack Shea and Callie Pino are the wings there. Sam McDonald's back in action tonight, coming off the broken arm, is centering the fourth line. Colin McDermott and John McGrath are the wings there, the defensive pairings. Senior captain Ryan Tobin is paired once again with Aiden Powers. Zach Buchagras is with Eric Wilkinson. Nick Harris is with Kevin McGlynn. And the starting goaltender for the Green Wave, as has been the case for all 14 games they have played in, is Spencer Merrick. He has a .905 save percentage. And perhaps the most fun goaltender stat, Tony, 1 assist on the season for Spencer Merrick.
Hey, there you go. He's doing it all this year. We pay attention to Spencer over here. We know how good he's playing.
He is, without a doubt, not counting Norwell, the best goaltender in the South Shore League.
Well, I think when you look at Norwell, you have to look at the fact that their goalies maybe see 10 to 15 shots a game, and Spencer's seen easily over 30 a game. So,
in fact, against the Norwell Clippers, they launched 103 shots. 59 of those were on net, and Spencer saved 53 of them.
Heck of a performance.
This is Wilkinson behind the net. He chips it off the glass for Callie Pino on the far side half wall. She gets around the charging oncoming hit of Patetti and then dumps it into the near side corner. Now Pino behind the net. It will pop out of the zone. Tobin stops it just over the offensive blue line, dumps in, and the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club will take over. We got to find a mascot for them.
Yeah, trying to think of something. We call the BIA the Web now, so.
Oh, a massive hit by Tobin.
Maybe we can go with the Spider somewhere down the line. Who knows?
Sam Hall was on the receiving end at the Abington blue line. And just a massive collision. Powers backhands behind the net. And now it's Grafton taking away. Yeah, the Spiders make sense because the initials are web.
Yeah, I know. But
you get the fan section, call it the Spider Web?
Yeah, we call the rink the Web. So
Quinn chips back to Cashman. Now Quinn takes the shot. It goes wide to the right. Grafton collects on the far side half wall.
And I'll tell you right now, you guys haven't seen Webb in a while. They look pretty sloppy right now, for sure. This is definitely a slow start.
Two Webb players collide with each other. Now Buchagras stops it at the blue line, makes a nice move, gets the shot on net. It hits the outside of the post. Grafton collects. He was looking for the high slot for Grafton. The Green Wave missed on the pass, and Wilkinson has to collect. Last time these two teams met, very entertaining game. 1-1 for a very long time before the Green Wave pulled away in the third.
Yep. West East Bridgewater just got tied in the third, and quite frankly, I think they quit a little bit on their goalie in the end. So, which is understandable. It happens, but haven't seen them play like that in a while, which is good. So. Hopefully this one can stay tight and just give us a good game today.
Worth noting, today is senior night for the Green Wave here at Rockland Ice Arena.
Oh, Peterson missed on that one.
Hey, he was looking for a one-timer in the slot just above the hash marks.
Good
the Green Wave
too.
iced the puck. The three seniors on the Green Wave roster, Jack Shea, who scored his first career goal against the Norwell Clippers. Not many people can say that. Ryan Tobin is the captain. Kevin Cashman, the top line left wing. couple of big losses over the last couple of years to graduating seniors. Of course, one of the top scorers in the Green Wave program history, a 100-point scorer, John Polito, graduated last year. And now it will be Tobin marching across the field to get his diploma at the end of the year, along with Cashman and Shea.
Yeah, that line for Abington last year was easily the best hockey in the South Shore League.
It was insane.
Could have been even a top line in all of Division III. I mean, they would just dismantle teams.
That was insane. Webb wins the face-off. Kelly Pino blocks the shot from the point.
That was Ballner. Good sense to take that second touch, or that would have been a breakaway the other way.
Now Sam McDonald, first shift back. Gets the indirect from Shea, and then Webb dumps it back deep where Tobin forced to collect.
This is Webb's third line out there.
Powers comes in to collect the puck. Chipped it off the boards, but Webb keeps it in deep. Puck battle near side half wall. Webb comes away with it. That is number 15, Randy Pratt. And Shea backhands around the net, taken there by Cali Pino.
So a few of these guys, they used to be with Southeastern in a co-op. West Bridgewater broke that off, joined with East Bridgewater, and it's really given some guys some opportunity that didn't really have a chance to play over there. And quite frankly, I mean, we're lucky to have them. I mean, these guys are contributing huge over here. One of them is Christian Bates. Another one is Pratt. You know, I don't think you'd see an 8th grader, which is Bates, to get a chance over here and to get a chance at Southeastern in net. And he's started every game for us. So
out in front, Merrick finds the puck. It's still bouncing around the crease. And the Green Wave clear it out. Now it's Grafton sprinting up to the red line. His little chip pass looking for Cashman doesn't connect, but Quinn keeps it on the blue line, tees it up for the slapper. It goes wide. The 3 8th grade goalies on the Webb roster, Tony.
Yep. And, you know, they can all play, but Bates just seemed to be the one that rose out of the 3. Pettetti with a quick shot, trying to keep that in. Good pressure by Webb.
Now it's a foot race. Cullen Crocker chips the.
And I'll tell you, that was on Brett Peterson, so I'll tell you right now, he's going to get that number. Brett's a big hitter.
Powers might have lost a piece of the blade of his skate.
Powers has laid out 3 huge hits already. He's got Pettetti twice and now Peterson.
Collected by Sam Hall in the neutral zone. He goes indirect up to Peterson, who remains on the ice after receiving the pain from Aiden Powers. This one chipped on net. Tobin blocks it away.
I think they're finally calling a penalty.
There was a lot of after the puck left the area shenanigans. Powers headed to the box.
Powers kept going at him, and Brett, you know, I got to give it to Brett. Like, Brett would normally go right back at you, but you could tell he wanted that power play, so.
The Webb team has had a couple of good offensive chances in the last couple of minutes. Bouchergras off the faceoff, misses on around the end boards pass, and now finds it on his blade and dumps it all the way down where Bates slows it down. Cashman pressuring shorthand.
Someone's got to get the guy out front, though.
Cashman gets tripped up.
When he was just sitting there by himself.
Now it's Peterson who goes rink wide to Luke Perry. Perry's shot.
Got to make a pass on that one.
Peterson down to Sam Hall, who gets it down low. Now Hall takes the shot, blocked away by
just low percentage shots by Webb right now. Just, you know, you can't put it up in the air. through traffic, you got to put that on the ground and hope for a tip.
Sloppy breakout is
Peterson
almost 4. And another big hit now by Tobin on the far side half wall. The 4 Webb players almost collided on that breakout. The Green Wave dump it all the way back down the river one more time. 50 seconds to go on the power play. 5:40 to go in the first. We are still scoreless between the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club and the Abington Green Wave. Here goes Kyle McDonald getting his zone. His shot blocked away by Wilkinson. The second chance off of that by Patetti deflects off a stick to the end wall.
It's been a horrible power play.
And the Green Wave dump it back down again. Mikey Johnson to the bench for a change, as is Declan McCarthy. Icing waved off. Tobin collects and shoots it around the boards. Webb keeps it in. And another big hit. That one dished out by Tobin.
That was on Bates. And that'll kill it. Good kill by the Wave.
Back to even strength. Door to the penalty box remains open. And now Webb answering the physicality. Butchergrass chips it high to keep it in the offensive zone. Now Webb takes it, and they find themselves with potentially a 3-on-1 and offsides.
Yeah, McDonald got pushed offsides, couldn't hold the line.
Randy Pratt half a step behind them. The ref right on it. 4:31 to go in the first period. Still scoreless. Back to even strength. Physical battle shaping up here, Tony. This is a style of play that a lot of these young kids like to play.
Yeah, I mean, Abington definitely out-hitting Webb right now. They got the last couple, but Abington definitely set the tone as to how this game is going to go as far as what type of game it would be.
Crocker stopping in the far side corner. Misses on the pass out to the blue line. Webb with a chance for a breakout. Nice backhand. Patetti.
He was looking for Young there.
Far side half wall. And the Green Wave off of a deflection. It is Sam McDonald. For those who may remember our broadcast last year, Tony was a repeat offender here on Abington Community Access and Media. Spencer Merrick makes a nice glove save and covers for the face-off. Tony joined us last year, and his son Anthony was the starting goaltender. He is now the top-line center.
Yeah, he had to step up. They didn't have a goalie last year, and almost didn't have a team, but they kept it together. And you know, he played a lot of net, saw a lot of pucks. I thought he played great. A lot of people thought he played great. He was named a South Shore League All-Star, but I guess the guy that's in the net needs to want to do it. He didn't want to do it this year. He couldn't look more forward to coming out of the net and getting some points for these guys.
Now here's the interesting question. Does his experience as a goaltender in this league, do you think that gives him any advantage seeing the game from a different side as a center?
I do. You know, he used to play defense too, so he's basically played every position on the ice. He's played right wing, left wing, center, both defensive positions as well as goaltender. So, you know, I think he realizes when, you know, the play's in your own end, you got to kind of hustle after it. He saw a lot of guys, you know, maybe not going after the puck last year, so he kind of said to himself this year, I'm not going to let an 8th grade goalie down. Like, I'm going to tie up sticks. I'm going to get an icing call when I need it. So I think those things you kind of look at as a goalie, like, hey, I was there last year, man, so I'm going to try not to let you down.
Webb keeps it on the near side half wall. It deflects off of Powers' skate off the outside of the apron, and Powers dishes out another massive hit.
Powers got 5 already, and I think he's going for the all-time hit record, and they're clean, you know, which is the most important thing. They're clean.
I think that one got Peterson again.
Clean, good hits.
Offside.
The penalty he got wasn't for a hit. It was just like after the play stuff. So Powers is definitely dictating how this one's going.
He's really one of those guys that loves to bang bodies. Also a football linebacker.
It's funny, all these guys played together for years. They still do for South Shore Eagles. And Aiden's always been a forward. And he made the transition to Abington last year, I think, when Dean. He's been doing a great job for him.
shot off from the side of the net by Quinn. Braden Bates is all over it.
Yeah, Jake's famous for that. All these years we call it the Quinny wraparound. He'll throw it on the net from anywhere, and sometimes it goes in.
Enough to make it successful enough to have a name.
Oh, yeah.
Quinn leading the Green Wave in goals this season with 8. He also has 4 assists and is a +2. Powers getting tied up with Randy Pratt again. Pratt thought the better of it and now finds himself in a 2-on-1, now a 2-on-2 as Cashman gets back defensively.
Another low-quality shot. I like the breakout on that one, but I think Pratt should have held it a little bit longer, drew the defenseman, and passed it over to the open winger. You're not going to beat Merrick with a shot like that.
No screen from the near side face-off dot. Patetti in to take the drop. Eventually wins it to Jeff Young. Now Patetti behind the net. .145 to go in the period, and Young with an opportunity, but it deflected wide. Bouncing around to the far side of the slot. Now it is Sam Hall with an opportunity. His shot goes high and hits the glass.
Gotta keep it low. It's this third shot from the point that's just going over the net. You're not going to score that way. You got to keep that low for a deflection and a screen.
Now the wraparound attempts for Sean Noonan was blocked away by a defenseman. 1:10 to go in the period. Webb pressuring hard. Buccigross collects.
This first line definitely putting on the pressure in this last 40 seconds here. It's been all in the Abington end, which is good for Webb. They need something like this. You're going to have to get a dirty goal, a garbage goal, to start it off against Merrick.
The pass across the slot didn't find pay dirt. Noonan was looking for, I believe, Young. 42 seconds to go in the first frame. Still scoreless. Puck tied up in the near side corner. And the Green Wave will have a chance to break out here. Zach Buccigross doing the honors, gaining the zone before a nice defensive play by Aiden Baldner.
Solid play by Baldner there. Baldner doesn't have a ton of speed, but he's very smart.
Buccigross finds Kelly. Pino streaking up the far side of the slot. And Bates with a great save. Then Pino got it laid out. And now Webb gains the zone. A shot from Kyle McDonald from the near side point.
Again, just a low percentage shot.
The buzzer sounds very entertaining. Final 5 minutes of the first, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, I think a good amount of equal play for both of them. Abington had their spurts where they were controlling the play in the Webb end, and I think the last 3-4 minutes on that was WEB controlling the play, especially that first line. And Merrick making some tough saves. There was one particular one I saw where Hall used the screen perfectly. Merrick made the glove save. You don't really see how hard that is, but he has no vision on that. He just knows where it's going to go and flick the glove, and I thought that was their best chance.
Well, we are scoreless at the end of the first. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you the second period of action between the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club and the Abington Green Wave right after this. Hello and welcome back into the Rockland Ice Rink for second period action. It is the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club and the Abington Green Wave scoreless at the end of one. I'm Mad Dog Man Nelson. He is Tony Patetti. Tony, very, very physical brand of hockey. Decent number of shots, not nothing astronomically high, but a lot of hits.
I think it was pretty even. I think if this is the way the games are played, it could favor Abington a little bit more. To me, Powers came out and just kind of dictated the pace as to how this one was going to go so far. He's taken 2 on Patetti, a couple on Peterson, and I think he's already got 5 hits if I'm not mistaken. So, and they're all clean, and that's the key. They're clean hits, and it's getting people thinking out there.
Well, both goaltenders have been strong when tested. Braden Bates for the West East Bridgewater team, who we're calling Webb, and Spencer Merrick for the Green Wave. Jake Quinn needs to take the opening drop against Anthony Patetti. Quinn wins it back to Ryan Tobin, one of the three seniors for the Green Wave. Now Patetti gains the zone, crisscrossing his stick and able to take it in deep. Now gets it back in the near side corner. Looking out up top for Young, and it didn't connect cleanly.
Yeah, Jeff's got to be able to nail that one. It kind of fumbled around his stick.
Now Powers back to get it, but Teddy chasing him down. Sam Hall can't grab it at the blue line. Webb has to regroup now, dumped it on Merrick, who sticks it aside to Tobin. Green Wave let Webb take it. It's Noonan on the near side half wall. Young calling for it. It's tipped out to Baldner at the blue line. His shot.
Good shot.
Pad save Merrick.
Nice and low through a screen. That's what you want to do. If you're going to get Merrick, you're going to get him through a screen with a tip or a deflection or something dirty in the middle.
This one deflected off Quinn, who turned on his jets and won the race down the ice. Bates puts his glove over it for the stoppage with 13:47 to go.
Good for them to get the cover up. They needed a line change.
Pretty much identical records, Tony, for these two teams. Webb is 5-7-1. The Green Wave 5-8-1. Mikey Johnson's shot off the face-off into the glove of Bates.
Yeah, as of right now, with the new MIA power rankings, they're both, if the season ended today, I believe they would both be in the tournament. So, you know, you get rewarded for playing tough games, even though you might not win them. And, you know, like you said, with those records that are a couple games under 500, the old method of doing it, they would be out. But right now they're in, and, you know, it kees you playing good hockey. It makes you not want to, like, give up if you only got 5 or 6 wins on the year.
Especially when you consider, as Declan McCarthy takes the hit from one of the Webb players, that 2 of those losses for each side out of the Clippers, who are, the last time I checked, number 3 in the power rankings, and they could be a division or 2 up north.
Exactly. You know, I think everybody's talked about that before, and they're a strong team. I mean, they're loaded every year. And, you know, they play a D2 schedule in their non-league mostly. So, you know, it's something you got to deal with in the league.
But you get the opponent's strength of schedule based on that.
You do. It is huge because Norwell's got so many high-ranking points. So even when you play them, even if you lose by 4 or 5 goals, it's still going to help you a little bit. So you just want to, you know, someone like Spencer against them, I think you saw 56, 59 shots, whatever it was. You know, it makes you sharp.
65 the first time.
There you go. Makes you sharp for the next game. So, you know, it's a shooting gallery out there, but, you know, I'm sure somebody like Spencer just takes it as a, you know what, we didn't pull this one out, but I'll take it into the next one. And my guess is, I don't know what you guys did after that last game, but you probably won it.
Tobin lays out number 15, Randy Pratt, at the blue line. A couple of jousts back and forth between those two. Now missing on the pass. So number 5 is Bryce Layton. 4th line out for Bridgewaters.
Yeah, Layton and Henderson alternate on that right wing on the 3rd line. Henderson's an 8th grader. Definitely has the talent. Maybe not the size, but he's got the hockey sense, got the talent. You'll see some serious ice time out of him next year. He's already getting some good ice time this year, too.
Tobin shoves Young, that was Pratt again, off of the puck. Now Sam McDonald had it slowed down, hit some snow. Webb has to tag up delayed offsides, and they do get back on. Tobin collects the puck for the Green Wave. Indirect pass is stolen away by Webb and almost a breakaway. Butchergross was Johnny on the spot with a nice defensive play.
And opposite side of Patetti, you didn't see it at the last second, and Butchergross did. And if he didn't get that one, that could have been something.
Collected by Powers at the defensive blue line. Patetti takes it away. His shot goes low far side corner.
Again, another low quality shot. You're not going to beat Merrick on something like that, even through a screen from 40 feet out.
Now 2-on-1 for the Green Wave. Quinn in, passes back to Grafton. He shoots on a save by Braden Bates.
Heck of a save by Bates there. Heck of a save.
Grafton 4 goals, 5 assists on the year. Very close to having his 5th goal. And if not for the blocker of Braden Bates. Collected at the blue line by Martineau. His shot.
That's what you got to do. Patetti got a stick on that one. Just went over the shoulder of Merrick. And that's what you're going to need to do.
Cashman gains the zone. A nice poke check. Pulls it out. Now Powers connects with Sean Noonan.
Powers having a hell of a game. I don't know if I can say that, but he is.
Yeah, we can say that.
Not only did he make
one of the
that
7 deadly words.
he made a great hit, but more importantly, when the puck went scattered, he got the poke check on there right after it.
Webb collecting in the neutral zone. Dumping it far near side corner is Kyle McDonald. Now Sam McDonald takes it away. McDonald jousting with Brett Peterson. Out to the blue line for Powers. He dumps it back around the board. Sam McDonald collecting behind the net. He let one go through the slot. No Green Wave member was on the receiving end. Peterson's shot off the stomach of Merrick. Now it's Tobin getting around to Declan McCarthy. Green Wave turn it over. A shot by Peterson. Blocked aside.
Good pass by Parry.
And Peterson gets laid out again. And he's a little bit shaken up this time. Tobin, the defenseman, playing forward of the goal line, goes off the board. McDonald's at Tobin's place on the point, dumps it back down low, and collected there by West East Bridgewater, but Tobin comes up with the steal to keep it in the zone. It rings around the stanchions. McDonald, far side half wall, makes a nice move to create some space, and it somehow almost found a hole. It came 3 inches from the near side post of Bates. Camping on that. Penalty is going to be called.
That's a hit from behind. It made no sense.
It is Kyle McDonald headed to the box for cross-checking is the official call. Exactly halfway through the 2nd period. Still scoreless, looking for the game's first marker. Green Wave will have their first power play of the game.
Looked like it was going to be a skate to the bench, too, at the end of a shift. And, you know, it's the kind of penalty you can't take in a game like this because it looks like 1 or 2 goals could win this one.
Abington, 14.3% of the power play. Patetti with a shorthanded chance. This! Great pass save by Merrick. That's mano a mano right there. Now Patetti comes up with another steal. This shot, stick save, Merrick. And he'll cover the rebound. The Green Wave power play will have to reset with 28 seconds in and 2 short-handed opportunities. Good ones at that by Anthony Patetti.
Two marquee players on both sides just going at it. Patetti made the right move, too. It was definitely the right move. He drew him far enough, and Merrick just almost like decoyed him, like he didn't think he was going to be able to get over there, and he slid across so fast. Heck of a save.
This one blocked aside by Tobin. The Green Wave looking to break out on the power play with 1:15 to go on the man advantage. Tobin out front off of the stick of Noonan. Bates puts his glove over it. Pretty good penalty kill for West East Bridgewater, Tony.
Yeah, so far. I mean, if you can generate 2 quality shots on a PK, you're doing something right. Little miscommunication on the bench, it looks like. Pettetti's still out there.
Yep. The Bridgewaters had 5 guys out there. Quinn comes up and shoots. It whistles high and wide on the slapper. Evan Brew takes it for Webb. Good defensive play by Butchergross. Now Grafton trying to find it, and an excellent awareness play there by Pettetti.
Oh.
Now Tobin steps up on Pettetti, has a lane, shoots it, goes wide, and rides the dasher all the way around. It might be another shorthanded opportunity for Webb. This is Jeff Young. Tobin comes over and politely puts him on the ice. Cashman, now Grafton shoots off of the stick of Braden Bates.
I think if Young took a shot there, it would have been a better opportunity than pulling up. I think he thought Pettetti was trailing, but Pettetti has no gas in him right now.
He's been out there for the entirety of the power play. 5 seconds to go on that. Quinn, and now another shorthanded break coming for number 4, Luke Perry. Perry in on Merrick. Deeks backhand and a glove save by Merrick.
It's saved by Merrick. Tough shot. Looked like they're going to get him on a penalty. No?
The net came off.
All right, I thought he might have.
I didn't realize whether it was shaken completely loose. The backside popped up, so that might have been what caused the whistle. Spencer Merrick has been the MVP of this power play for Abington. Yeah. And that's not something you want to say.
Yeah, it's not something that happens too often when your goalie's the MVP of the power play, but, I mean, what? 3-4 chances there by Webb? Their best chances of the game came on the PK. Again, that's the kind of shot. That's what you need.
Oh, big tie-up. McCarthy goes down. That was Noonan, I think?
It was Peterson.
Peterson's been the recipient of a number of those hits tonight.
A pass
this one
front.
Pops up.
Oh.
It had everybody fooled. And it popped just wide. Now sent near side corner. Powers collects there. And it hops the stick of Aiden Baldner.
I'm not sure I understand this defensive pairing. McDonald hasn't played D in a few games. It's been mostly a forward. Or maybe he was just dropping back. Yeah, it looks like he was dropping back, covering for Hall.
Wilkinson turns the puck over at the blue line to McDonald. And now Sam Hall gathers. Hall indirect. Pass complete to Noonan. Now Pettetti takes the shot. Pad save Merrick. Campino. Johnson calling for it in the hash mark area. The West East Bridgewater team finds another breakaway, and Anthony Pettetti. Pettetti goes between the legs, and another great stop by Spencer Merrick.
I think Pettetti tried to get too fancy there. I mean, on Merrick, you just got to get
between the legs.
It was a good attempt, and you know what? Maybe on a few other goalies in this league, you're going to get that one, but.
Great shot, better save.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a good attempt, but I would have preferred a nice hard wrist shot in the top corner.
I feel as though we need a sponsorship so we can do a matchup of the night. It's going to be Anthony Pettetti and Spencer Merrick.
Yeah, it's definitely been a one-on-one battle between those two. Merrick's won every single one of them so far.
Pettetti 12 goals, 8 assists, good for 20 points on the year. Merrick helping out his save percentage that entered the game at .905.
Which is, when you see as many shots as he does, that's pretty darn good.
Another pad stop there. The rebound to the end wall. Caleb Silva on. He launches one.
Smart shot.
Another pillow stop by Spencer Merrick. Tobin gathers in front of the Webb bench. Goes to Zach Butchergross. Cashman turns it over to Petetti. He risks one that got blocked aside partially by Tobin. Their sticks got locked up.
I had two guys on him. Tough to get a quality shot on that one.
Grafton turns over to Pratt. And now gathered at the red line by Silva.
Horrible giveaway.
Bad turnover. Cashman in. And then coming up with the blocked shot was Silva. Someone's twig went flying. It is that of Sean Noonan. Another big hit, and down once again goes Randy Pratt.
Great hit by Tobin. Saw that he was off balance. He didn't even hit him hard. He just nudged him, but he knew he was off balance.
Phenomenal action in this one. There's 2 minutes to go in the second period. It feels like almost the entire period, save for when the net came off and the penalty, it has been one long stretch of continuous play.
Yeah. It's been the Merrick show for sure.
Hall launches one from the blue line. It deflects high and wide. Gathered far side by Baldner. Buchagras takes the contact. And the Green Wave looking to break out. Quinn with it. Splits the D. Jake Quinn finds a break. She goes 5-hole and a stop by Bates.
Heck of a stop by Bates. Unbelievable moves by Quinney there on that one.
How did he get behind all three Webb players?
It was head fakes and guys turning the wrong way. And Quinney's got that low center of gravity, and he just scooted in there. And that's a tough save to make too. That covering up that 5-hole at the last second.
Yeah, he was trying to go top shelf. He just ran out of room.
Yep.
Great stop by Braden Bates. Bates has been the goalkeeper for all 5 of Webb's wins this season. Now Merrick makes another stop, this one into his chest. Easy work against Brett Peterson.
Yeah, that one's going to be a piece of cake compared to the breakaways.
A couple of phenomenal stops, especially the one sliding across the crease to get the tip of his glove on it.
Yeah. I mean, this game could easily be 2-0 WEB.
Mikey Johnson deflects off his skate, gathered Sam Hall far side point. Now it's Baldner trying to poke it deep. Peterson will have to gather at the red line, turns it over to Cullen Crocker, and the Green Wave can't get back on sides. McDonald was a half a step ahead of Cullen Crocker. 50.4 seconds to go. We are still scoreless. A very entertaining game.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of game that, in my opinion, the longer it goes this way, I think it's the more that it favors Abington, because that just gets Merrick hotter and hotter and hotter. If WEB is going to pull this one out, they got to get one quick.
Petetti, a nice drop pass back to Sean Noonan, whose slapper went wide of the far side post. Like I say, as great as a goaltender as he was last year, I much prefer watching Anthony Petetti at center.
Yeah, so do I. I think a lot of his teammates too.
He's been very entertaining to watch tonight.
It was funny. They put Petetti in the net against Norwell the second time around, and really what it was a kind of like a preservation move for the 8th grader. He played the night before, and they were trying to take him off the ice for a little bit and give him a break. And it worked out pretty good. They came out buzzing in the second period once Petetti came out of the net. So,
well, the second period has come to an end the same way it began. Scoreless between the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club and the Abington Green Wave. It's been Anthony Petetti versus Spencer Merrick. Merrick's won the battle so far. Stay tuned. We might see the game's first goal in the third. You're watching Abington Community Access and Media. We are back after this. Hello and welcome back into the Rockland Ice Rink for third period action between the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club and the Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. He's Tony Petetti. It's 15 minutes to decide the game. We are scoreless at the end of the second. Tony, what do you expect to see from both of these teams here in the third?
I think I expect to see an even matchup. I think Abington took the first period. I think Webb probably took the second. So I think you might be seeing...
So we're even on the judges' scorecards going to the 15th round.
I think so. And don't forget, you got overtime this year. So by the way this one's going, you could very well see an overtime game.
Ryan Tobin slings it back through the neutral zone. Dumped back in by Aiden Baldner. Webb comes up with an entry from Sean Noonan before Tobin separates the puck from him.
That was a great hit by Tobin. Just rode him into the boards. Nothing hard, nothing dirty, just took him out of the play. Good stick check by Young.
The key to this third is going to be the Derek Sanderson keys of the game. Another chance for Webb, another save by Merrick. Key number one, score more goals than the other team. Key number two, constant forechecking. And key number three, and this one's especially important, sharpen your skates because, man, I'll tell you, it's a sheet of ice out there. Penalty upcoming.
They're going to get that one. I don't know. I think that one, I don't know.
I think it was the angle in which the Webb player went into the boards.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of turned at the last second, and if I'm being impartial, I think the sound of the boards maybe got that call.
Declan McCarthy is the offending party. He's in the box. Webb's second power play of the game. They are 0 for 1. Had more chances on the penalty kill. It is...
Someone's got to get it.
And a penalty
and they're going to even
right
that one
back
out. Another...
As Cashman got hit from behind.
That was questionable, too.
Not particularly hard.
Yeah.
But, again, the sound of the boards down on that side of the rink, they're a lot louder.
I think anytime anybody turns their back, they're going to call it. So, and you got to know that. You just took away the power play there. Didn't need to happen. You just needed to lift his stick and clear it out. But it is what it is. 4-4 now. 4-4.
Sam Hall to the sin bin. 4-on-4 for 1 minute 44 seconds. After which Abington will have a 16-second power play. Noonan takes possession for Webb. Big triangle gives it back to Noonan. A lot of space out there. Stick save Merrick. He'll cover. Noonan looking for the second chance opportunity.
I would have liked to seen a drop pass on that one.
12:44 to go in regulation. 123 in McCarthy's penalty, 139 in Hall's penalty. McDonald in to take the face-off. It is won by Peterson. Noonan tees up a one-timer. Powers deflected it with his backhand. Now chips it off the boards. Mikey Johnson finishes the job and sends it all the way down on Braden Bates. Noonan once again trying to chip it up ahead for Luke Perry. It didn't connect. Now Patetti, who has had more scoring opportunities for Webb than the rest of the Webb roster combined, especially on that penalty kill.
Got to get rid of that quicker.
McDonald lost his balance, and now it is Johnson breaking with Tobin. McDonald dumps it back deep, and the ref tells Tobin that he's about 75 feet off sides.
Teddy's been out there for about 4 minutes now.
Tobin gloves it down, softly feathers it for an icing. That will give both teams the opportunity to change out. A lot of tired skaters. 16 seconds to go in McCarthy's penalty, 32 left in Sam Hall's penalty. 11:37 in the third period.
Tobin got a breather too. He was about there. Him and Pettetti were out there about the same amount of time.
Webb won it so cleanly that it goes all the way back to their defensive hash marks, collected there by Evan Brew. Brew couldn't gain the zone cleanly and chipped up and out, as Abington will have a power play that is not many times as a stoppage right at the end of the 4-on-4, the same exact second that it ended. A center ice face-off, 16-second Abington power play. It is Quinn, Cashman, Grafton, Buchagros, and Wilkinson for the Green Wave.
Webb's going to throw out Pratt, Young, McDonald, and Martineau.
Webb dumps it all the way down. That should kill out the power play. Quick one. Abington 0 for 2 on the man advantage, as is Webb. Now Grafton finds it in strut. Trying to break through. Cashman couldn't get a shot off. Spins one in, and it is somewhere in the pads of Braden Bates. Abington averaging 2.2 goals per game. 51.4% on face-offs. Face-off percentage probably rings true tonight.
Yeah, it seemed pretty even.
Grafton keeps it in deep. And Tobin doesn't get his stick along the boards. The puck squirts into the neutral zone. And this is Randy Pratt. Shot and another glove save for Spencer Merrick.
I'd like to see Randy take the puck in a little bit closer to Merrick. He's been getting a few shots off, but they're all from about 30 feet. It's tough to beat Spencer out there.
Puck ping-ponging around, a shot and a backhand goal! Deaking through the slot, got the backhand on it.
That was Bates, Christian Bates, it looks like.
His fifth goal of the season.
And I got to give it to Pratt for keeping that puck in there. He got it to Bates. Bates made a move, drew Merrick to open up the pads and slid it right in between. And Webb draws first blood. And Quinny's right back out there. Good hit.
1-0 Webb leading. We'll see how Abington responds. Henderson and Pratt get the assists on Bates' goal.
Henderson, the 8th grader.
Cashman backhands it towards net. Goes off the outside of the apron. Now Webb looking for a clean breakout. It is Jeff Young gaining the zone. To the middle for Noonan, and Ryan Tobin says that's not going to fly here.
You know what impresses me about that hit is that...
Oh, this one dangerously bouncing through the slot.
Tobin was skating with his hands on his knees right before that. Like, you could clearly tell he was tired. And right when the play picked up, he just got enough power to deck Noonan in the middle.
Stopped by Caleb Silva.
Bad communication there.
Campino to the middle, and it is deflected almost in by one of the Webb players.
Yeah, they almost paid for that one.
Wilkinson keeps it in.
Still can't get it out.
Calipino turning on the Jets to take possession. She gets hit.
WEB with horrible play in their own zone right now.
Calipino gets up from the hit and takes possession of the puck back. Now it is her brother Cam with an opportunity from the near side post.
They just need an icing here.
The Green Wave, it'll squirt out into the neutral zone and a fire wagon change for Webb. This deflects off the referee now. The Green Wave trying to catch Webb in the change. It is Jack Shea. offsides.
Good call by the ref.
On Abington.
I didn't know if they were going to call that. That was a good call.
8:17 to go in the third period. Abington chasing a goal. It was Christian Bates from Tyler Henderson and Randy Pratt. Henderson's 8th point of the year, Pratt's 7th.
And that was the stuff I was talking about before the game, Matt, is that's the third line. So, Abington's done a pretty good job of shutting down those first two lines. They've been all over Patetti, Peterson, Parry, Noonan, Young. And, the third line comes out there and just gets one. And that kind of stuff just charges you up on the bench.
Crocker in to take the drop against Parry. Crocker wins it over to Declan McCarthy. McCarthy goes indirect. Crocker comes up with the puck. Past a thinking semi-break Matt Martineau. Crocker behind the net. Backhands out for Johnson, and another great save by Braden Bates.
Johnson left the ball by himself there. You can see it coming. Great save by Bates.
Johnson has it tied up on the far side half wall. Parry backhands it around. Buchagras keeps it in. The deflection by McCarthy went just wide. Crocker hands it out in front, and a deliberate hand pass. The faceoff will come all the way down into the Abington zone. Tobin off the face-off. McCarthy can't get it out of the zone.
Good play by Martineau to step up and pinch on that one.
Now it is Parry behind the net. He gets edged off by 3 members of the Green Wave. Retains possession, however.
Parry still had it. 3 guys.
Now 3-on-2 up ice for the Green Wave. It is McCarthy making a nice move to gain the zone, looking for Johnson on the far side. Instead wheels around. Tobin comes up with the puck, trying to turn on the Jets and create some space.
Man, Tobin is just everywhere.
Now Webb comes away with the puck. It is Christian Bates, the goal scorer. A shot and another save for Spencer Merrick.
I like that shot. He was trying to use the defenseman as a screen, and a lot of goalies might not make that save, but it's Merrick.
Good pull check.
Took way too long.
Now Cashman deflects the pass and takes possession for Abington. Looking for Grafton in the slot. It didn't connect.
Outstanding play by Cashman, staying with that.
Powers steps up, slings it towards net. It ping-pongs off of Sam Hall to the far side half wall. Now Powers will prevent the odd man rush. Quinn keeps it in and just missed Cashman. It rolls in on Bates, who covers very wisely.
I think Webb needs a line change here. That first line hasn't been out in a little while.
6:12 to go in the third.
And it looks like they're going to get it.
Teddy line back on.
Matching lines. I saw the first line out there for Abington.
Patetti takes it in the corner. His indirect looking for the serpentine route was broken up, and now offsides called on Bates. So a little bit of mishmashing on the lines, Tony. Bates was out with Patetti, 2 centers.
Yeah, I think they Bates has a really good shot, so I think they might have been looking to see if they could get a quick shot off for him before he came off.
Pino lost the puck. Getting the zone is number 6, Jeff Young. Now it is Patetti behind the goal line. Out to the blue line for Martineau. His shot
Tipped.
goes wide off of the deflection. Now Merrick blockers it down into the corner. Noonan goes behind the net for Patetti. Evan Brew can't get it cleanly. Slashed down by Wilkinson, but Noonan takes it right back. The Green Wave having issues clearing out, and as I say that, Sam McDonald does the honors and dumps it all the way down the ice and immediately goes to the Green Wave bench for a change. Patetti turning on the Jets to get in front of Mikey Johnson. Now circling the wagons. Wilkinson takes the puck and poked out by Johnson. Webb reconvenes in the neutral zone, dumps it in. Merrick misses on the stop attempt. Now Wilkinson lost his twig, and Shea was not expecting the pass. The Green Wave dump it all the way down. Not far enough for icing, however, but enough.
I don't know what's going on with that one.
Full change.
You have too many guys on one side of the ice right now.
4 members of the Green Wave on the far side.
Both teams.
Half step behind Patetti.
Yeah, he needs a line change. There he goes.
McDonald dumped it in deep to allow for said line change.
Good little poke check by McDonald there. Slow Tobin down.
Up ahead for Declan McCarthy. McCarthy feathers it up ahead for Cullen Crocker, who tried to deke his way. A slapper by McCarthy, easily handled by Bates. Top line out for the Green Wave. Grafton far side corner.
Parry line out for WEB.
Tobin, his shot blocked aside. Now a deflection out in front. It went off the stick of Quinn.
And Bates never saw that one.
Quinn gathers forward to the goal line looking for the wraparounds.
This is the Quinny
And it went
wraparound.
wide. Powers one times it into the legs of number 14, Kyle McDonald. Powers pinches off again and tried to wrist it towards net, blocked aside, and now Webb looking for a 2-on-1.
There goes Peterson.
Cashman didn't know where the puck was. Tobin sticks it aside. And Abington will look for a clean breakout. Won't get it. Webb dumps it right back in. 3 minutes to go. We'll keep an eye on Spencer Merrick. So we expect him to vacate with probably about a minute 45-ish remaining. Grafton gains the zone, lost it behind him. Tobin regathers. Quinn out in front looking for Cashman. It goes all the way to Powers off of the outside of the post. Now Powers backhands up to keep it deep and plays dominoes with a couple of Webb players. Grafton finds it up for Quinn, and Quinn just put too much on it and immediately put his hands on his face.
Yeah, he had Bates dead to rights. Bates dropped. He had that top corner. Usually Quinny's going to bury that one. And like you said, hands to the face. He knows he had one there.
2:35 to go. Merrick looking at the bench, wondering if he should vacate now. He remains.
Just a poor play.
Shea off the face-off into the glove of Bates. 2:27 to go, and Merrick yelling at the coach, asking if he should vacate.
Webb's been a little bit sloppy in their own zone. And you got Abington
Full
trucking out
change.
their first line again.
Along with Powers and Tobin. Powers off the face-off. Goes through the 5-hole of Randy Pratt to get it in deep. Ping-pongs towards net. Powers keeps it in, at least momentarily. Merrick still in his net. And Webb
Bruce got to
gains
get
the
that
zone.
puck up. Bruce got to get that puck up to Patetti. He can trail the
Merrick
play, but
covers
he
and-
cannot carry that puck in like that. He had a man open.
He got tied up with Powers, rather. Powers didn't like it. Another line change for Abington. Interesting strategy.
I think they're preserving for the face-off down the other end when it eventually comes.
Crocker line out. Johnson and McCarthy the wings. Powers and Tobin remain out there on defense. Merrick pads this one aside from Patetti. Crocker trying to come up with it. Webb keeps it in deep before Powers made the defensive play on the stick lifts.
Patetti
Webb
playing
to the bench
center
for
on the
change.
third line here.
Another big hit. Crocker dishing this one out on Matt Martineau. 1:35 to go in regulation. The Green Wave forced it to McCarthy. Webb pokes it right back into the Green Wave zone. Now McCarthy gathers just before the red line. His indirect self-pass is intercepted by Jeff Young. 1:20 to go, and icing called against Webb. And
This has got to be a
just
definite
like you
pull.
said, here's the top line.
Spencer's trying to get head coach's attention.
And Coach Brian Woodford says, all right, come on. Extra attacker on. Empty net for the Green Wave. It's Quinn, Grafton, Cashman, Tobin, Bouchagras, and the senior Jack Shea.
I'd like to see a timeout here by Webb. I'm surprised.
Webb wins the face-off. We'll see if the Green Wave can keep it in deep. They do not. It's a foot race. Winning the foot race is Tobin. He slings it back to the red line for Hunter Grafton. Grafton over to Quinn, who didn't get a stick down in time. Quinn gathers possession of the far side half wall. Now towards net. It's ping-ponging around again. What a great play by Tobin to keep it in the zone. His shot on net is blocked aside, and Webb deflects it out of the zone. Tobin uses the long reach to wave it away. Now Grafton with 45 seconds remaining in regulation. Luke Perry just chips it into the Abington zone for Ryan Tobin. Now turned over, and Sam Hall will dump it back deep with 33 seconds to go. A penalty. It's going to be 6-on-4.
I'm surprised.
Tripping is the call. Jeff Young headed to the box.
This one just got a whole heck of a lot more interesting.
27.7 to go in the third period. It's 6-on-4. Patetti, Peterson, Hall. Who's the other Webb player out there? Is that Baldner?
I can't catch it. I don't have the best eyesight from up here.
Top line on. Quinn, Grafton, Cashman, Tobin.
I can't catch the number.
Bouchagras and Jack Shea. Timeout called by Abington.
Looks like Noonan, Patetti, Hall, and Peterson.
3 forwards.
Well, Noonan's a natural defenseman. They moved him up about 5 games ago to get a little bit more offensive pop because Hall was out with a separated shoulder for a little bit. So when Hall came back to play D, they could afford to move Noonan up. But in this kind of situation, you're going to put Noonan back there. He's a solid defenseman. So having him and Hall back there definitely helps on a 6-on-4.
Abington shooting just over 14% on the power play. No better time than the present. They're averaging 2.9 power play opportunities per game. This is their third. The second one, albeit for 16 seconds. They're 0 for 2 thus far tonight.
And the thing that I think both teams need to realize is WEB needs to know that they can ice the puck, and Abington needs to know that if they do ice the puck, that it's not an icing call.
There's a 4x6 hole that it also may hit.
And you got an empty net. So,
all right, so it's Noonan, Patetti, Peterson, and Sam Hall for Webb. Jack Shea, along with the top line of Cashman, Quinn, Grafton, and the top defensive pairing of Tobin and Zach Bouchagras. Tobin off of the face-off. Dishes out another hit. Webb ices the puck. Does it have the angle? It does not, but there's 15 seconds to go.
Can't get too deep in here.
Pass up to the red line, collected by Tobin. Tobin ahead for Jack Shea. Webb gathers the puck, and
That's
that will
Patetti.
ice the game. Patetti backhands it all the way down. The buzzer will sound, and Webb celebrates the victory. 1-0. We knew it was going to be a close game. Tony didn't think it was going to be quite as close as it was, but very entertaining wire to wire.
I expected a close game. I did not expect a 1-0 game. That was quite a display by both the goalies. And in particular, honestly, this game could have been 4-0 at one point with some of the breakaways that Merrick stopped. And then Bates came on, and he made a couple key stops. And just a great game played by both teams. Both teams skated back and forth. Awesome hits, clean hits, no bad penalties. Like, fun game to watch. Really fun game to watch.
Wire to wire. The player of the game is going to be the only goal scorer, Christian Bates. Tony, do you agree?
I could say that. I even in a losing effort, I could have Merrick right there too. But if he's not your number one, he's definitely your number two.
And then Patetti, who created so many of those opportunities for Webb, has got to be number 3.
Yep, and I'd also maybe even share that number 3 star with Braden Bates.
Braden Bates, a phenomenal game in net.
The
8th grader, yep.
Who gets
6th win on the season.
Yep, and that's his first shutout of the year, and it couldn't have come at a better time when you're getting a 1-0 game like that.
Webb improves to 6-7-1 overall. The Green Wave fall to 5-9-1. It's been an absolute blast watching this one from the Rockland Ice Rink tonight. Webb defeating Abington 1-0. Abington back at it on Saturday evening. 5 o'clock puck drop. It is a rematch. The Abington Green Wave and the Rockland Bulldogs. Tony, you're familiar with both of those teams. Give us a quick preview of what you would expect to see in that one.
Well, that'll be a good one. That one's going to be a lot of hitting. That one is the type of game that carries over from other sports. So
there's a lot of history between those two schools this year in other sports.
It's a great rivalry. You know, anybody that doesn't live in this area, it's a great game to watch. I'll definitely be there. I got tons of friends on both teams, and a great bunch of kids on both sides, and I expect some of this. I expect a lot of this. I don't know if it'll be another 1-0.
It was a 1-goal differential last time, 2-1 Abington.
It could be a 3-2, 2-1 game. And in that one, you got two outstanding goaltenders in that one too, with Merrick and Dow. So,
well, the seniors gather at the red line for a picture. All very good friends over there. 1-0 the final score. West East Bridgewater Hockey Club defeating the Abington Green Wave. We again thank you for watching this game on Abington Community Access and Media. I want to thank our camera people for tonight. Liam Murphy, Michael O'Leary on behalf of my broadcast partner, Tony Patetti. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.